It's Friday and it's another week coming to an end. How did your week go? It's nice. At my end, I had a very lovely week. Had some very impactful meetings. Had some conversations. My work is centered around having conversations with people, so I always have conversations with people. And one of the recent ones I had a chat with a young girl. She's about 19, 20. Of course, I won't give out too much detail about her. Yeah, but there are some things from my meeting with her that I felt could help someone out there in the Overflow family. So this is Dr. Oke of the Overflow Life, helping you live a more satisfying life, helping you enjoy life to the fullest, helping you gain clarity and enjoying life. And so in my chats with this young girl, she came across and she was saying she's tired. She has done so much with nothing to show for it. She doesn't know what else to do. She just wants to, and I stopped her. You just want to what? No, this life is too sweet. We can't be ending life like that. This life is too sweet. Of course, I didn't tell her that. I just told her that. Don't even say it. Don't think about it. It's not your portion. It's not what you should be thinking about. And so I made her comfortable and then we started talking. She has, of the truth, she's really gone through a lot. She has gone through a lot. She has been able to break through certain things, but she came out wounded. Wounded, and a lot of disappointments, places where she felt she could get help and it seemed like there's help coming, and when she gets close she just finds out that, oh, it's the lion's den. She makes a turn and she goes, and she's had several like that. And so it's just like her hope is so depleted. She doesn't have hope to hold on to anymore. And so I encouraged her and I told her the story of David, when everything seemed like all gone, there's no strength, nothing more to do, that David encouraged himself in the Lord. And that is my word for you today, that you should encourage yourself in the Lord. So it's when everything fails, you're not getting any external motivation, nobody is hyping you up, helping you get on. Just encourage yourself. Know that you got it inside of you to be able to push through. And talking with this young lady, I just found out in the course of talking with her that she's been trying to get help, but she was getting help from the wrong people. She was seeking help from the wrong people. I know we'll have a video on the YouTube channel where we talk about friends. We talked about who friends are, the support we get from friends, the value of having good friends in our lives, the support that we get from them. And we equally enumerated on what you should look out for in establishing friendship with anyone. It should be such that it benefits you. It should be taking you to the place you want to go to. So if you have friends that are drawing you back, you should form a team and be heading to the place you want to go to. So if that's not happening, there are so many, I don't want to go through that. You can go to the YouTube channel, you see it, how to identify good friends and people you should call your friends. And so she had people around her that didn't align with her values and her vision, but she stuck with them because she just felt they were the only people she could connect with, and that did more harm for her. And so today I'm reaching out to you and encouraging you that you need to stretch your bands, and look at the people in your team that are not helping you achieve what you want. So you should set your goals. You know what you want, and get people around you that will help you achieve those goals. For this girl in particular I'm talking about in it, she's in the midst of many people, but she feels alone. And that's very possible. You can be in the midst of many people and feel very... Have you not seen a large family? You see a family very large, they all cook and they all eat together in one place, but there's someone there that just feels alone. It does not connect. The person is not connecting with anyone. Nobody just seems to feel his or her vibe. So she feels alone, but she's in the midst of many people, but she feels alone. So she has a lot of people around her, but nobody seemed to connect because nobody is understanding what she's going through. Any attempt she has made so far to be able to explain what, it doesn't really meet well. So I encourage her that the important thing that she should do first is a common saying that when a problem is known, it's half solved. But that thing, half solved, is it really half solved? It's just that you now have a stairway, you know where to turn to. It's not half solved. Half solved in the sense that you know that there is a problem and you want to do something about it. And so that's what we have. So sometimes we may find out that what we perceive to be the way out of the situation we are in may not necessarily be it. And that's why you need support. You need a counselor, you could need a coach or somebody you can talk to. But in talking to people, the people you're talking to should be people who can help you. So you don't go spreading your problem all over the place and nobody is helping you. Because if you do spread it and when it gets back to you, it hurts you even more. So it's better you're not even talking about it with people that cannot help you. If you need help, get help. There's nothing wrong with going for therapy. It's nothing wrong with going for therapy, because going for therapy, they just see it like, hey, it's going for therapy. What is it? No. What is therapy? You're just going and opening yourself up to someone who can help you. And what they do is help you go through the situation, help you understand what you're going through, and help you pave way where to go. They won't tell you what to do because the answer, everything you need is actually inside of you. So it's for you to bring it out. So they help you get clarity in what you're doing. For this lady, the question is, what are you going through now? What makes you feel you should, I don't want to say it, that you should put an end to it? What makes you feel that way? And when she said everything, I said, when did you start feeling like, I don't want anymore, I'm tired, I just don't want anymore? When did you start feeling that way? And say, what happened that led to that? Why did you feel that way? And she went talking about it, and I found out that the issue that she really has is because she's looking for external validation, and she ends up hanging on to people who can't even help her. So when she hangs on to people, they initially to be nice or all together or living together, after a while, we'll now say, okay, you need to move out because I have a sister that is coming, or I have a cousin that is coming, can't accommodate you anymore, you go. But initially it looked good, and then she now found out that this help won't go a long way. So for us, we have to be able to draw the lines where we have to get help. If you need help, seek help. There's help. If you're somebody that is in a church, in a local assembly, you should be able to talk to one of your pastors or someone, or get a counselor or someone. Reach out, just help. Everywhere you have help online. You need help, you can reach out to someone to get help. I have gotten counsel. What if you have your stock, you don't know what to do in it? For you to get clarity, you talk to your pastors, or you talk to anyone, someone you know that has experience or can guide in what you're doing. You talk to the person. I have, and in talking to pastor recently, when I talked with my pastor, associate pastor, Pastor Shola Akinwale, and questions he asked me opened my eyes to a lot of things. And I was telling him, I said, Pastor, I never thought of that. I never thought of that. And that gave me like a call to action, and I followed through with those things. But if I didn't have that meeting with him and I didn't talk with him, I wouldn't even see that. That's one. Even when I spoke to my presiding pastor, Pastor Nkechi, and I was just telling her things that I was doing, and she asked me pertinent questions that she asked in it, opened my eyes to some things. So it means you need people in your life that you can bounce things on, and they will ask you questions that will help you towards your desired goal. So don't just feel you're alone. There's help everywhere. It's just for you to open your eyes to it. And sometimes you may not be able to see beyond where you are. So this is a call for you to know, whatever situation you're in, don't get stuck in it. The strength of God is made perfect in your weakness. What that means is God knows that you will need him, and he made provision for you. So it has to be you reaching out for that provision that he has made for you. If not, you will just be someone has bequeathed a mansion and the key is given to you, and you're roaming the streets homeless. You don't have a place to lay your head. Meanwhile, you have the key to the mansion. So in this case, you need somebody to ask you, so what are you doing on the street? You don't have a house. Say, I don't have, I'm an orphan. My father and mother, they died. We had a good life before they died and blah, blah, blah. So what's happening with you now? I'm just here. This is all I've got in all my life. This is what I've got. And that's the key. That's all I've got. To say, okay, do you know this key can open that gate? You say, it doesn't look like it, so it's rusty. I don't think it can open it. He said, why don't you try it? Have you tried it? You open the gates and you see all the goodies and all that were stored there for you. But you didn't know you could use that. Someone else had to help you see that. So my charge to you is that know that it's never too late to start all over. And also, you should look for people that you can be accountable to in your life. People you can bounce things on, so they can ask you questions that will help you see things better. You can read, yes, but when you're clouded, when everything around you is seeing so blurred, reading is not one of the things you need to do. You need somebody to help you take off all the cobwebs. And when the cobwebs are off, then you can see clearly. And that can come by meeting someone who will ask you questions and probe your mind and help you just juggle up the things you have in your heart. Then you can begin to pursue what you want to pursue. So don't think it's too late for you to start all over. Don't even feel that way. You can always pick up yourself and turn your failure into stepping stone, into what God wants you to do. You do have a lovely weekend, and remember, be productive. Anything you're engaging in that will not take you to where you ought to be, leave it. Just leave it. There's no time to waste anymore. We're intentional about our action. We're pursuing a life of satisfaction. So let's go and do that. All right, do have a lovely week.